What's good? What's good? The sun is out. The birds are chirping. I'm going to go make some money playing blackjack. Maybe. Hopefully. It's really funny, actually. I saw one of the dealers that I've been building a relationship with. I saw her a few days ago at Walmart because she also does Spark on the side. And then I literally just saw her again. And it was one of those things where we're walking past each other and she kind of like, said, "Hey, Drew." And I look up and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I recognize you." And I'm not going to say her name, but yeah, it was just really cool because we've literally built like a relationship in that only people who know me call me Drew. And it's not something I ever ask people to do. It's an organic sort of development. And I liked it. It felt good. I'm an extraordinarily lonely person. That's one thing I like about playing blackjack is that it can be social. It can be antisocial as well. Holy shit. The things that you see, you really see people in their rawest form when they're gambling, and it's interesting. Myself included, yeah, it's interesting. Anyways, she just made my day. And I'm really thankful for that because I've been extra just lonely and isolated lately. I was off Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today's Sunday. So just 4 days of doing delivery work. I just sit in my van a lot. But that's why I make it a point to try and be social when I get out of my van. And this makes me think of something that happened yesterday that it fits with the theme of you can make someone's day or someone can make your day. I was doing a Spark delivery and checking out, blah, 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 scan my little barcode. And as I'm trying to walk away, I hear this gentleman. I don't even want to call him a gentleman. This angry man, start yelling at one of the self-checkout cashier people. So they're technically not a cashier because they're all self-checkout, but the people who just kind of monitor and support. He started yelling at her because she asked to see a receipt for something in the bottom of his cart because it's Walmart and people try to manipulate the system. And he just got really grumpy really fast. And that told me, I'm like, "Oh, you guilty, brother. You guilty. The only reason you get that grumpy that fast is because you got caught." So anyways, he starts getting really grumpy. And I'm trying to leave and I'm looking at the situation and I end up just not leaving. I just kind of remove myself a step away from the self-checkout space, but still able to watch the scenario. And I saw another dude doing the same thing. And I found out later that dude was also a Spark driver. And so me and this dude, I'm looking at him and I'm like, "Do we get involved?" And he's like, "I don't know. I was just wondering the same thing." And I said, "Are they going to think it's sexist? Because it's a dude kind of yelling at two women, because another had come to support her friend." And it's just so frustrating because I was legitimately like, I want to like go ask the guy to just calm down, but it's not my place to an extent. He wasn't getting physical, but he was getting aggressive. But it sucks that I was concerned about being viewed as sexist for wanting to support two middle-aged women who do not get paid enough to deal with that kind of bullshit. And thankfully, very quickly, a loss prevention gentleman, and I will call this guy a gentleman, he handled the situation very well. A loss prevention gentleman came to the situation, de-escalated it, and just escorted the guy out. And, the guy was really grumpy, really mean, but the loss prevention guy was great. He was like, "We're going to finish your transaction and you're going to leave. Let's leave. Let's go." And the guy was trying to argue and he's like, "No, just finish and go. Finish and go." I was impressed with the way that LP guy handled it. And I was also impressed that there was another gentleman who saw the potential for something and just waited. And I think that's the right situation. Just wait. Because some people have bad days and whatnot, but that still doesn't justify the way this angry man was treating this woman. Thankfully, the man left. The LP guy escorted him out. And, after the dust had settled, I had finished my order and I came back and was doing another order. And I'm not saying this made the woman's day. I can't, like, I don't know this, but because I know how powerful just a random act of kindness or some random kind words can be, I told the woman who was the primary recipient of the aggression, I told her after the fact, I said, hey, I really like coming to this store and doing shopping orders at this store because you all are so nice. And I really enjoy coming here and talking to you all. And I literally said this. I told her, I said, I'm not trying to exaggerate, ma'am, but this job can feel dehumanizing at times. And she was like, oh my gosh, you are so right. And I was like, sometimes we just feel like robots and it sucks. And then we have to deal with that shit. And I just really wanted to say thank you. I like this store and you are an awesome person. And, she didn't cry. She didn't get emotional. She just, I think it just helped her sort of decompress a little bit. I'm imagining she probably had an emotional moment later that day. Maybe not. Maybe she's just like super actualized and she is able to let that stuff roll off her back easily. I'm not there yet, although I think I've made progress. But, and I wasn't like trying to be like, oh, I'm going to make her day or anything. I was just trying to be a member of the community. When I see something shitty, I want to try and counter that however I can. I don't have much to offer, but I have kind words. And hugs. Let me just throw this randomly out here for a minute. Is it weird or wrong in that I myself desire hugs in my life, but I don't really have a big community or network of people that I, can trust and feel safe enough to engage in such physical intimacy? So is it wrong for me to want to find people in the world who need hugs and just ask them, hey, do you want a hug? Could you use a hug right now? Because it's partially selfish because I could use a hug. But at the same time, this is connected to my massage therapy work. Sometimes I can just look at someone's body and their energy and I can just see how a little shift here, a little shift there, a little infusion of energy here, a little reduction of energy there. It can just reset them. It can ground them. Grounding is a huge part of body work. And it's something that I've been wanting to explore, joking around when people ask me, what do you do for a living? I want to start saying, I'm a hug dealer. Because they're going to be like, wait, what? A hug? Not a drug dealer, a hug dealer. Because hugs can be powerful like drugs. They really can be. And especially a good hug. I think, fake hugs might have a little bit of benefit, but maybe even they might have a detriment actually. But when you have a good hug with someone with a good energy and you're vibing well and you're matching that vibration, you get synergy. And that synergy is beautiful. And so I want to start just offering or asking people, if I see that like they're really in need, I might be like, do you just need a hug? And I want to start trying to cultivate that as a skill. Sounds crazy, I know, but I've been told I give great hugs because I get in there. Like I said, I see the body and I see the energy and I know where to hold and how long and how much pressure. And I'm not perfect. I'm very far from perfect. And so when I say this, it's not like an art or a skill that I've perfected, but it's something that I want to explore. And it's something I would encourage you to explore also, because we just need more hugs. We need more love. We need more compassion in the world. Because right now, just this paradigm we're in, where everyone is angry and stressed and bitter and resentful and divided, it's not sustainable. It's not healthy. It's not how we were meant to live as humans. And we must fight to break that paradigm. And you would be surprised at how powerful hugs and love can be in this battle, in this war. So that would be my challenge for you in the next few weeks, in the next few months. Give more hugs. Crazy, revolutionary, loving. That's my kind of world. That's my kind of resistance. I dig it. If you liked this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, check the description. I make shirts like this one, this No Division shirt, because we need to stop letting the social engineers divide us. And I really like how this shirt, over, you know, a few months of being washed, it's getting like, you know, imperfections and it's a little faded, but I really like how that works, because our movement is a little grunge, you know, it's grassroots. We are working class people trying to resist. Other than that, you could always just donate money to me. I could use some money. I'm not good enough yet at blackjack, but when I get there, I'm looking for people to stake me. That's a whole nother thing. I'll end the video here. Much love, y'all.